All right, we are going to start on 6.5 notes. This is side, 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 and side, angle, side, similarity. So last section in 6.4, we talked about angle, angle, similarity. So if two triangles have two angles that are exactly congruent or exactly the same, then that means that the third angle is also congruent by third angle theorem. But that means that we have two similar triangles. In this section, we're going to talk about side, side, side first. So if I have two triangles here, and their corresponding sides, so like AB over RS, this guy right here, is in proportion to, let's say, BC over ST, this guy, which is also in proportion to CA over TR, then that means that these two triangles are similar. Okay, so all corresponding sides have to be proportionate to one another. Okay, and then we have side, angle, side. So, just like it says, we have to have a side. So XZ has to be over MP. That has to be in proportion to XY over MN. Now, also, the angle, their included angle, so the angle in between where the two sides come together, has to be congruent. So if I have a side angle and then side with these two sides being proportionate to those two sides, then these two triangles are similar. Okay? Verify that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, and then state the scale factor going from ABC to DEF. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw two triangles. They're not necessarily going to be drawn to scale. Label this one ABC, this one DEF, so that A matches up with D, B with E, and C with F, just like the similarity statement says up here. B to C is 18, A to B is 15, and A to C is 12. E to F is 12, D to E is 10, and D to F is 8. So if these two triangles are similar, since they gave us three sides, then I would have to have all three sides in proportion to one another. Okay? So for instance, 15 would have to go over 10, would have to be equal to this 18 on the same triangle over its corresponding side of 12, which would also have to be equal to this 12 on this triangle corresponding to 8. Easiest way to do this is just turn them into decimals and see if they are the same decimal. So 15 divided by 10 is 1.5, right? Yep, 1.5. So that as a decimal is 1.5. 18 divided by 12 is also 1.5. And then 12 divided by 8 is also 1.5. So since these decimals are all equal, that means that these two figures are similar by side, side, side. If this was even like 1.50000001, then they would not be similar. They have to be exactly the same. All right, let's try number 2. All right, we have triangle A to B to C. We have triangle D to E to F. A to B is 10, B to E is 16, and C to A is 20, 25, 40, 50. So this over this, this over this, and this over this. So 10 over 25 would have to be equal to 16 over 40, which would have to be equal to 20 over 50. Again, I'm going to turn each of those decimals, or each of those ratios into decimals. 0.4, 0.4, and that one's 0.42. Just do the math to make sure. So since they are all equal, these are similar by side, side, side. Okay. Number 3 is either triangle JKL or RST similar to A to B to C. So if this one or this one is similar to that, then I'd have to be able to do the ratio. So it would be 7 over 6. So 7 over 6 is equal to 8 over 7, which would have to be equal to 12 over 11. If I divide that out, I do 7 divided by 6, 1.16. The 6 is repeating. 8 divided by 7 is 1.14. So I can stop there. Because these two are not similar, it doesn't matter if that one is or is not, because it would have to be all three. So now, I know that this guy is not similar to that guy, but I have to see if this guy is similar to this guy. So 7 over 3.5 should be equal to 8 over 4, which should be equal to 12 over 6. If you notice, half of 7 is 3.5, half of 8 is 4, half of 6 is, or half of 12 is 6. So this is that would equal 2 when I divided, 2 when I divided, 2 when I divided by. So yes, those triangle A to B to C would be similar to triangle R to S to T by side, 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 because they are in proportion. All sides are. They're wanting us to do the same thing here, so we'll see if this one to this one first. 16. Oh, this one's hard. This is small, medium, large side. So make sure to match it up correctly. Small, medium, large. So small, so we are starting with 16, which is my medium side. It would have to go over my medium side, that one. Let's do my small next. So that's 14 over my small over here is 17.5, which should equal my large over my large. So 16 divided by 20, 0.8. 14 divided by 17.5, 0.8. 20 divided by 25, 0.8. So triangle A to B to C is similar to triangle, match it up correctly. A to B is my medium side, to C is my small side. So I need to go medium to small. So J to K to L. I'm also going to see if this triangle is similar to this triangle. So small, medium, large. So I'm going to start with my small, which is 14 over 12, which is my small. Medium is 16 over 10.5, which is my medium. And then my large is 20 over 16. 14 divided by 12, 1.16 with the 6 repeating. 16 divided by 10.5 is 1.5 something. So those are not similar. So these are the only two triangles that are similar there. And again, that's by side, 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 because all three sides have the similarity statement. Or are proportionate, sorry. Which of these three triangles are similar? Write a similarity statement. So exact same thing as before. Go ahead and pause me on this one. Try it on your own. Unpause me when you're done. So we're going to go from here to here. I'm going to label this small, medium, large. Small, medium, large. Small, medium, large. Okay? So 20 over 24, I'm starting with these two triangles. My small side, medium side would be 24 over 30, and my large side would be 26 over 33. Go ahead and divide that. So 20 divided by 24 is 0.83, repeating. 24 divided by 30 is 0.8. So I can stop there because those two are not similar. Guys, the other thing is I could have flipped and made this 24 over 20, 30 over 24, or 33 over 26. And I would have divided it. I would have gotten a number over 1, but you should still see if all of them are equal to one another. I'm now going to see if this is similar to this guy. So we're going to go small over small, medium over medium, and large over large. If you reduce all those fractions down, I think you're going to get 2/3. So 0.6 repeating here. 24 divided by 36, 0.6 repeating here. And 26 divided by 39, 0.6 repeating here, which is 2/3 as a fraction, right? So that means that this triangle is similar to this triangle. This one and this one, I don't need to check to see if these two are similar. Because if these two were similar, that would mean that this one was also similar to the first guy, and it's not. So it's not going to be similar to this guy. So triangle LMN, okay, LMN goes small to medium. So I need to go small to medium here. Is similar to triangle YZX. And that again is by side, side, side. Determine whether the two triangles are similar. If they are, write a similarity. If they are similar, write a similarity statement and find the scale factor. Okay, so angle and an angle, and then we have two sides. So if they are similar, we're going to prove by side, angle, side. We already know the angle is similar. So now I'm going to set up the proportion. 15 over longer side here is 10 is equal to 9 over 6. So if I divide those, I get 1.5 here, and I get 1.5 here. So those two things are similar. Scale factor would be 1.5 or 3 over 2 if I reduced this fraction. That would be your scale factor. And that's the scale factor going from the small to the big. So B to A, small to big, has to be a number over 1 because we're getting bigger. Triangle FDE is similar to triangle. So F to D would be long to short. So I need to go long to short. And this is side, angle, side. Pause me, try number 6 on your own. Unpause me when you're done to see if you did it correct. So this angle is congruent to this angle. So we have the angles. Now I need to set up the sides. So that would be 8 over 10, small to small, is equal to 18 over 24. That equals 0.8. 18 divided by 24 is 0.75. So those are not similar because they are not proportional. Okay. Find the value of M that makes triangle A to B to C similar to triangle D to E to F. A to B is 3, B to C is 4, D to E is 2M, E to F is M plus 5. We know that angle B is congruent to angle E because it says right there. So this is by side angle side. So 3 over 2 would have to be equal to 3 over 2M would have to be equal to 4 over M plus 5. So this over this is equal to this over this, right? We're going to cross multiply. 4 times 2M is 8M equal 3 times M plus 5. Put that in parentheses. 3 times M is 3M plus 3 times 5 is 15. Subtract by 3 on both sides, so I get 5M equals 15. Divide by 5 and M equals 3. Show that the angles are the triangles are similar. Write a similarity statement. So they haven't given us any angle measures. However, H is congruent to H. So we have a small triangle, which is this guy, right? But then we also have a larger triangle, which would be this guy. So those are the two triangles that they're saying are similar. So on the small triangle, I have 15 over 18. I'm just going to use those two. Oh, no, I'd have to do 15 over 16.5. I'm sorry, because I want to do side angle side, and my angles here, it has to be the included angle. That would have to equal this whole side, which is 20, over this whole side, which is what? That makes 17, so 22. So now I have to see if those two things are similar. So 15 divided by 16.5, 0.91, well actually it's 0.90 repeating. 20 divided by 22 is 0.90 repeating also. So they are similar. So similarity statement would be triangle HGJ is similar to triangle HFK by side angle side. Next one, this angle is congruent to this angle. This one's kind of tricky because this side actually matches up with this side. And this side actually matches up with this side. If you have a hard time figuring that out, large side, small side, small side. So this would be by side angle side because we have an angle in between. So it would be 21 over 14 has to be equal to 27 over 18. I'm going to show you a different way that you could solve this. Instead of turning these into a decimal, if you cross multiply, they should equal one another if they are proportional. So 14 times 17 is times 27 is 378. That would have to be equal to 21 times 18, which is also 378. So the triangles are similar. So triangle I'm doing B. So we'll do BCA. It's similar to triangle. So B to C to A goes E to C to D. All right, one more on this page. Angle, angle, those are congruent. Small, medium, small, medium. So it would have to be 30 over 50, medium over medium, equals small in that same triangle over small in the other triangle. 30 over 50, so 30 divided by 50 is 0.6. 21 divided by 35 is also 0.6. If I did what I did last time and I cross multiplied, I would get 50 times 21, which is 1050. That should be equal to 30 times 35, which is also 1050, and it is. So triangle YZX is similar to triangle Y to Z to X goes blank side to medium side. So we want blank side to medium side, so that's J to G to D. All right. We are going to do a second video for this back page.